The revered monk of Isan, Luang Pu Saen of Wat Ban Nong Chik, Si Saket Province. In the heart of Thailand's northeastern Isan region, near the rugged expanse of the Cambodian border, lived a monk whose life became a testament to spiritual longevity and profound compassion. This was Luang Pu Saen Pasanno of Wat Ban Nong Chik, a revered master who is affectionately known as the deity of Khao Phu Phai. This title was not merely a nickname but a tribute to his deep spiritual connection to the Phnom Dong Rock mountain range, where he spent countless hours in solitary meditation. Luang Pu Saen lived to the remarkable age of 112. His presence, even in his final years, commanded immense respect from all, from humble villagers to high-ranking officials. A humble beginning and a deep spiritual calling. Luang Pu Saen's journey began in humble circumstances. He was born into poverty on the 15th day of the 10th lunar month in the year of the monkey, which corresponds to Friday, September 10, 1908, deep within a small village in Si Saket Province. His childhood was marked by the simple, hard-working life of a rural family in early 20th century Thailand. He was the son of Mr. Aong K. Hum Krong and Mrs. Pon K. Hum Krong. His hometown was Ban Pong, Phai Bueng Subdistrict, in Si Saket Province. He had 6 half-siblings and was the third child. As a child, he became a student at Wat Ban Pong, where his older brother was the temple's abbot. It was here that he was ordained as a novice monk at the tender age of 14. This first step into monkhood set his spiritual path in motion at Wat Ban Pong, in what was then the Kukan district of Si Saket Province, now Phai Bueng district. This early decision marked the beginning of a lifelong dedication to the Dharma. Throughout his years of study, the most significant spiritual influence in his life came from the legendary Luang Pu Saen Pasanno, of Wat Prasat Chua Thai, a highly respected master of the time. During his time as a novice monk, he studied under Luang Pu Saen's strict guidance. Luang Pu Saen studied the Buddhist scriptures and completed the equivalent of a grade 4 education. But the true heart of his learning was the mastery of ancient incantations and spiritual knowledge passed down through generations. He delved deep into the complexities of the ancient Khmer and Pali texts on sacred sciences from Luang Pu Saen, the sacred tongues used in ritual and spellcraft, becoming an expert in their application. This master-disciple relationship was foundational, imbuing him with the sacred knowledge that would later define his legacy. On May 3, 1929, at the age of 21, he was formally ordained as a monk. However, after 3 years of monastic life, the needs of his family proved too great. He made the difficult decision to disrobe, leaving the monastery to fulfill his duty to his family, who were struggling financially. The path of a healer and a wandering yogi in the material world awaited him. After leaving the monkhood, Luang Pu Saen became a Mo Tham, a traditional healer, using his spiritual knowledge to help others. He traveled to Cambodia during the time of Field Marshal Pleak Phabunsongkram, studying healing arts and ancient spiritual traditions in the provinces of Battambang, Siem Reap, and Sisophon. He met with many elders and teachers, but his focus remained on using his knowledge to alleviate the suffering of people. His reputation as a compassionate and effective healer grew quickly. Once his family was stable and his duties were fulfilled, the call of the monkhood proved irresistible. Luang Pu Saen re-entered the monastery, staying at Wat Ban Kusala in Si Saket, where he began practicing Thudong. This form of wandering asceticism took him into the heart of the wilderness. He would live in forests and meditate in the solitude of the caves along the Phnom Dong Rock mountain range, a natural border between Thailand and Cambodia. This harsh, disciplined life stripped away all worldly attachments and forged his unshakable spiritual power, earning him the revered title deity of Khao Phu Phai, a name that reflected his immense spiritual authority. Luang Pu Saen's compassion extended to the very temples themselves. He spent decades moving from one neglected temple to another, Wat Arun Saeng Wararam, Wat Non Sai, and Wat Ban Nong Chik, each time taking on the immense task of restoration and revitalization. When he arrived, a temple with crumbling walls and a handful of monks would soon flourish with new life and a growing community of followers. Even at the age of 93, his old friends called him back to his original temple, Wat Ban Pong, which had been abandoned. He tirelessly worked to restore it, demonstrating that his spiritual strength was undiminished by age and his immense compassion remained strong. The blessings and miracles of his amulets. Luang Pu Saen's legacy is inextricably linked to the powerful amulets he consecrated. These sacred objects are believed to be imbued with immense spiritual energy, a spiritual power that was passed on to his disciples, offering both protection and fortune to the wearer. He often taught his followers an ancient incantation. Now let us chant the preliminary prayer. Before chanting to any Thai Buddhist statue or amulet, first, chant 3 times of this initial mantra. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ
ณเมตตาโมกรุณาพุทธปราณีพายินดียะประเสริฐเลิศไก่โมจักจิตพุทธจักใจทารักไข่ยะมนุษย์สาหญิงชายทั้งหลายเอหิจิตตังปิยังมะมะณอ่อนใจรักนำทรัพย์สินเงินทองมาชูกูเฮงเฮงพาพาหาลือณเมตตาโมกรุณาพุทธปราณีพายินดียะประเสริฐเลิศไก่โมจักจิตพุทธจักใจทารักไข่ยะมนุษย์สาหญิงชายทั้งหลายเอหิจิตตังปิยังมะมะณอ่อนใจรักนำทรัพย์สินเงินทองมาชูกูเฮงเฮงพาพาหาลือณเมตตาโมกรุณาพุทธปราณีพายินดียะประเสริฐเลิศไก่โมจักจิตพุทธจักใจทารักไข่ยะมนุษย์สาหญิงชายทั้งหลายเอหิจิตตังปิยังมะมะณอ่อนใจรักนำทรัพย์สินเงินทองมาชูกูเฮงเฮงพาพาหาลือ
Devotees believe that these general chants, when combined with faith and good intentions, are sufficient to receive the blessings of Luang Pu Saen, as his spiritual power is considered to be contained within the amulets themselves. Luang Pu Saen explained that this mantra, when combined with could accelerate blessings, granting great power and fortune. The stories of his amulets' miraculous powers are numerous and form a central part of his legend. A well-known story involves a local businessman who was attacked by armed robbers. The robbers fired several shots at him at close range. To the astonishment of everyone, the bullets failed to penetrate his skin, leaving only minor bruises. The businessman, a devout follower, was wearing one of Luang Pu Saen's Kun Peng amulets, which are famous for their protective powers, or invulnerability, as well as attracting loving-kindness. Another anecdote tells of a struggling farmer who visited Luang Pu Saen, seeking a blessing for a better life. Luang Pu Saen gave him a simple medallion, or rein, and told him to have faith. Soon after, the farmer played a lottery with numbers that had come to him in a dream, winning a substantial sum. He attributed his luck entirely to the amulet's ability to bring fortune and prosperity. Beyond protection and luck, many have testified to the healing powers of his blessings. Stories of devotees recovering from grave illnesses or finding significant relief from chronic pain after receiving a spiritual blessing or an amulet consecrated by Luang Pu Saen are common among his followers. Luang Pu Saen Pasanno peacefully passed away on July 25, 2019, at the age of 112. His passing was a profound loss to the spiritual community, but his legacy lives on through the countless lives he touched and the powerful amulets that continue to be a source of faith, protection, and good fortune for devotees around the world.